Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we read diving deep into a topic that has genuinely transformed how I approach both my personal life and my career: the minimalist mindset. Now, when you hear minimalism, you might picture empty white rooms or owning only a handful of things. But it's so much more than that. It's a powerful philosophy about intentionally living with only what you truly need and value, clearing out the clutter so you can focus on what actually matters. It's about creating more time, energy, and freedom for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. So, if you've ever felt overwhelmed, distracted, or just plain stuck, this video is for you. Let's explore how a minimalist mindset can radically improve your life and work. The first and most crucial step is to focus on what truly matters. In our hyper-connected world, we're constantly bombarded with notifications, requests, and an endless stream of information. It's easy to get lost in the noise and lose sight of our priorities. Minimalism encourages us to take a step back and ask ourselves, what is genuinely important to me? What are my core values? What goals do I want to achieve in my life and career? Once you have clarity on these big questions, you can start to ruthlessly eliminate the distractions that pull you away from them. This might mean turning off notifications, unsubscribing from emails that don't add value, or even reassessing how you spend your free time. It's about being the gatekeeper of your own attention, directing it only toward what serves your purpose. Next, let's talk about our physical environment. Have you ever tried to work at a messy desk? It's chaotic, right? A cluttered space often leads to a cluttered mind. Decluttering your environment is a tangible, powerful way to start your minimalist journey. This applies to your workspace, your home, and even your digital files. Start small. Tidy up your desk, organize your computer's desktop, or go through one drawer. The goal isn't just to have a clean space. It's to create an environment that promotes clarity, focus, and a sense of calm. When your surroundings are simple and organized, your mind feels lighter and more prepared to tackle important tasks. You will find that you waste less time looking for things and feel more inspired and productive in a space that breathes. Once your space is clear, it's time to simplify your workflow. So many of us are caught in a cycle of being busy just for the sake of being busy. We create complex systems, add unnecessary steps to our tasks, and multitask until we're completely drained. A minimalist approach to work is about working smarter, not harder. Look at your daily and weekly tasks. Are there any steps you can eliminate? Can you automate repetitive actions? Can you batch similar tasks together, like answering all your emails at a specific time instead of checking them constantly? The key is to streamline your processes, cutting out anything that doesn't directly contribute to the end result. This frees up mental bandwidth and allows you to dedicate your best energy to high-impact activities. This leads directly to reducing mental overload. Our brains have a finite amount of processing power. When we try to juggle too many commitments, consume too much information, and worry about things beyond our control, we experience mental overload. This leads to stress, burnout, and poor decision-making. Minimalism teaches us to be selective about what we let into our minds. It means letting go of the need to know everything or be involved in everything. Unfollow social media accounts that make you feel anxious or inadequate. Limit your news consumption to what is necessary. Learn to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities. By reducing this mental clutter, you protect your cognitive resources and create a more peaceful, focused inner world. A core principle of the minimalist mindset is making intentional choices. Instead of drifting through life on autopilot, reacting to whatever comes your way, you start to live proactively. Every decision, from the tasks you take on at work to the people you spend time with, becomes a conscious choice. Before you say yes to something, ask yourself, does this align with my values? Does this move me closer to my goals? Will this add genuine value to my life? This intentionality is incredibly empowering. It puts you in the driver's seat of your own life. You stop accumulating things, commitments, and even relationships out of habit or obligation and start curating a life that is a true reflection of who you are and what you want. This naturally leads to valuing quality over quantity. Our consumer-driven culture often tells us that more is better. More clothes, more gadgets, more friends, more experiences. Minimalism flips this idea on its head. It argues that it's better to have fewer but better things. This applies to everything. Instead of 10 cheap shirts that fall apart, invest in a few high-quality pieces you love. Instead of 100 superficial connections, nurture a few deep, meaningful friendships. Instead of trying to master 10 different hobbies at once, focus on one or two that you are truly passionate about. This shift from quantity to quality brings a profound sense of satisfaction and richness to your life. You appreciate what you have more, and you're no longer chasing the next new thing. One of the most immediate benefits you'll notice is improved efficiency. When you eliminate the non-essential from your life and work, something magical happens. You create space. Space to think deeply, to focus without interruption, and to perform at your best. Imagine your energy is like a spotlight. When you're trying to do a dozen things at once, that light is scattered and weak. But when you focus on just one or two important things, the beam becomes concentrated and powerful. Minimalism helps you direct that beam. By clearing away distractions and simplifying your tasks, you can enter a state of deep work more easily, producing higher quality results in less time. Your productivity soars not because you're working longer hours, but because you're working with greater focus and intensity. Beyond just efficiency, minimalism creates the mental space for creativity and growth. When your mind isn't constantly occupied with managing clutter, responding to notifications, and juggling an overflowing to-do list, it has room to wander, to make new connections, and to be creative. Boredom, which we often try to avoid, can actually be a catalyst for great ideas. A minimalist lifestyle reclaims that space. It gives you the quiet moments needed for self-reflection and personal development. You might find you have more time to read, learn a new skill, or simply sit and think. This is where real growth happens, not in the hustle and bustle, but in the quiet spaces you intentionally create for yourself. Embracing minimalism also strengthens your self-discipline. A huge part of this lifestyle is learning to say no. You say no to impulse buys. You say no to social invitations that drain your energy. You say no to new projects that don't align with your goals. Every time you say no to something that doesn't serve you, you're saying yes to what truly matters. This isn't easy at first. We often feel obligated to please others or fear missing out. But with practice, this muscle of self-discipline gets stronger. You become better at protecting your time, your energy, and your focus. You learn that setting boundaries is not selfish. It's essential for maintaining your well-being and staying true to your path. Ultimately, all of these principles lead to a life lived with more purpose. When you strip away the excess, what remains is the essence of who you are and what you value. You're no longer living a life defined by external pressures or societal expectations. You are living a life that you have intentionally designed, a life that is meaningful, authentic, and peaceful. Minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about liberation. It's about freeing yourself from the clutter, physical, mental, and emotional that holds you back, so you can live a fuller, happier, and more purposeful life. It's a journey, not a destination, and it starts with a single, simple choice. So I challenge you to start small. Pick one area of your life, your desk, your digital files, your daily schedule, and see what you can simplify. Notice how it feels. You might be surprised at the sense of clarity and freedom it brings. Thank you so much for watching. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, and I'd love to hear in the comments what your first step toward a minimalist mindset will be. Don't forget to subscribe for more content on living an intentional life. See you in the next one.